up, everybody? Episode 27 of AfterNoonWave. Hope you guys are having a good day. Ooh, lots of stuff to talk about. This weekend was interesting. I'm going to spoil the shit out of Avengers for everyone. Just so you know, Thanos does die from Ant-Man crawling up in his rectum. And then he goes supersized and, he explodes everywhere. But yeah, sorry. Didn't want to have to spoil that for you guys, but sometimes you just gotta tell people about it. I mean, technically, if you tell people about it, you might get your ass beaten. If any of you saw a gentleman in, I think Shanghai, somewhere in China, was talking spoilers on some dude was talking spoilers on the subway or somewhere, and he got his ass beat. He got his ass beat for talking Endgame spoilers. Now, I think there's only two things that would probably get your ass beat for talking spoilers, and that's probably Game of Thrones and Endgame. But yeah, it's a good movie. I liked it. I'll probably do a review or something about it down the road. Yes, you Asian people do not like spoilers. If you screw with the Asians, they will whoop your ass. And we have a few things to dive into that aren't related to Avengers, and Chatterbait linked me here for the Game of Thrones spoilers. Yeah, well, we're actually talking about Endgame spoilers, so Avengers spoilers, and how Ant-Man ends up ass banging Thanos, because apparently pegging is all the rage these days, guys. If you haven't heard or seen it, well, I thought this was supposed to be men's health, not LGBTQ health, but yeah, so men's health, guys. Love butt stuff? Here are the 4 best pegging positions to try tonight. It's time for your partner to strap on that strap on. This was posted on April 26th. This is, well, men's health for you now, guys. Jordan Taylor. Now, that could be a guy, that could be a girl, but it's a girl. And why is some dumb bitch writing for men's health? What are you doing to help men's fitness? How does this help? Hey, guys, you really want to try something out? Take it in the ass. It's really healthy for you. And you need to let your partner bust out the strap on. Well, oh, and yeah, that's a peach. Oh, such a good image. Hold on. I got to read this article with all the best seriousness of all. This is how the article starts. So you want to get pegged? Makes sense. What? First of all, so you want to get pegged? Isn't that they're reading it as a statement of fact instead of question. Pegging is when your partner wears a strap on and enters you from behind. Yes, it's super hot, but it also stimulates your prostate, which is packed with nerve endings. Hello, best orgasm ever. What the fuck is going on with Men's Health? The magazine, the website. What the fuck? Yeah, fuck this, exactly. Whether you're seasoned peggy or new to the sport, you might want to be on the lookout for pegging positions to try. The good news is you have plenty of options, each allowing for different sensation and very sexy views. All right. If I wanted to go down this road, you're not straight. I'm sorry, dude. You're not a straight dude. Now, I know that men can be gay and all that, but why? Why in the fuck are you pitching this shit on men's health? Any position that you can imagine people have penetrative sex in, you can probably make it work with the strap on as well. Dr. Zana, ain't gonna pronounce that last name, LELO sexpert and NYU professor of human sexuality. You could try it standing. You could try it bending over a piece of furniture and have your partner enter you from behind. You should feel free to experiment with whatever feels best for both of you. Honk Hill. Jesus Christ. I recently discovered my butt clit turned out to be a hemorrhoid. What? What the fuck? Oh, here come the puns. With so many bootyful, get it? Because gay sex options, you might need a little guidance. So we asked, ain't going to pronounce that last name, pegging position she recommends the most, from rear crossed out entry to entry level for more advanced. There you go. Here we go. Top 3 Asian dating sites. God, you got to love these fucking pop-up ads. Oh, they actually give you positions. Oh, my God. Why? Why does everything have to... Yeah, straight men don't get pegged. No shit. Why does everything have to be flipped to this? Why? I don't need to hear a woman tell me why pegging's good or part of men's health. Bitch, go right for the Mary Sue and talk about your fucking anal butt sex over there. We don't need it on men's health. At all. It's fucking ridiculous. Matt can't talk right now in the chat because he's being pegged. Jesus Christ. On all fours, on your stomach, on your back, legs in the air, with you on top. Oh, they even are selling pegging gear. Are you fucking kidding me? Deputy editor of content at Men's Health. Okay, this is... Why? How? What? Why are you... Enough with the gay shit, sicko. You're gonna get people thinking you're actually gay. Jordan Taylor is deputy editor of content at Men's Health. She's covered health, wellness, fitness, and lifestyle since 2013 and has previously worked as a reporter and editor at Mike and the New York Observer. Why is this bitch the editor at Men's Health? Why are you writing about women on Men's Health? Why? Like, it's... Watch Dr. Pimple Popper summon towers of pus out of blackheads on someone's necks. Why are these articles? She has 3 articles about popping pimples. Another popping pimple. Why in the fuck are... Pimple. What? Why? Why? Why is this bitch a deputy editor for Men's Health? What What? Let's see Dummy's Twitter. How about you don't spoil something I haven't watched yet, huh? Whore. You fucking just post memes over and over again? Oh. In solidarity, happy Passover in solidarity to my fellow Jews who are going to have 4 questions stuck in their head for the next 6 weeks. Why? Yeah, that's not Men's Health related. Why is she the deputy editor? What does she have to offer to Men's Health? Articles about popping pimples? Articles about fucking taking it in the ass? What? What are you? What? I can't even look at her Twitter because she has replies. No, AG doesn't want people to think you're gay. You get a little deep in there. See what I'm saying? You and your men. Maybe she's a man. I don't know. She's one of the members of the tribe. But what the fuck is she doing writing for Men's Health? I'm sorry. But since 2013, this dumbass bitch has probably been writing articles about popping pimples and taking it in the ass. That's right, guys. This is what Men's Health is about now. Are we fucking joking? Meh, not gay. God will swarm with AIDS. But what if they're having, goddamn butt stuff with freaking women? How do you know? There's no AIDS there. What the fuck is going on lately? Like, I don't get this. There's so much ridiculousness in this whole situation that, sorry, I got distracted by an ad that rolls when you roll. Huh, interesting. I thought the whole thing with Men's Health was a publication where they talked about men's fitness and health stuff for men, weight loss, fitness, some sex stuff, but not fucking butt sex. Not butt sex. That can't be your average reader. It can't be your average reader. Like, I wonder if there's a comment section. Of course, they don't have a comment section. This right here goes to show you what they're... Oh, no. Goes to show you what they're trying to push. What they're trying to shift. They're bringing on these diversity hires and can't even come up with an article that's not related to pimples except for, I don't know, every couple of weeks. You're writing about pimples. You're writing about articles and videos about popping pimples. It's gross, dude. No one wants to watch that shit. And people who do watch that shit, that's gross. I don't care to see a giant pus-filled fucking vacuum pop. That's gross. I don't care to hear about how pegging is normal, because it's not. Why do we have to normalize the weirdish shit? Yeah, they are ruining fruit. Not even a contact us link. Well, she does have, she in her byline and her byline information, you can, share on Instagram? I don't want to share on her Instagram. You can check out her Twitter and shit like that. Look, this is I didn't even notice this. This is another popping article. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 out of the last, 9 articles have been about popping pimples. I don't fucking know. I'm lost. I thought she was just a retard who just wants to, I don't know, talk about fucking giving it to her husband in the ass. And no, she's an idiot who's in love with pimples. Yeah. Fucking disgusting. So I did want to jump over. We were gonna have Cog on today, but times got mixed up, and so me and Cognitive Thought will be sometime this week. I'll have him on. We're gonna talk a bunch of different stuff. Some of the stuff going on where he's covering Andy Warski and other stuff as well. But he put out a new video. Well, if you didn't know, Converse, owned by Nike, put out their Pride collection of sneakers last week. And I wanted to play this for you guys last week.
Converse has unveiled its most recent Pride collection, which for the first time includes a trans-themed sneaker line. While the brand has released Pride sneakers, the newest ones are designed after the blue, pink, and white striped transgender flag.
Okay, so these are definitely the shoes that I'm after. These are the ones that I saw online. These are the ones that I can show off my trans pride with, even with the beautiful rainbow on the bottom and everything. I think I'm going to add them to my bag. Definitely going to do that. Well, I'm from the UK, and well, I'm a woman, obviously, with size 14 feet, so, What? Are you serious? Are you going to dead gender me, Converse? Are you going to dead gender me so that I can buy and be proud of being trans? Are you gonna deny me of my size 14 female shoes? I can't do this. I can't do this.
So they go out of their way to come out with this new line for trans people. And well, they didn't include men's sizes on the women's side. Therefore, a trans male to woman has to buy their Converse in the men's side. Poor trans people. I hope he files a former complaint. Those bunch of transphobes. Yeah. You would think that since they're trying to push this equality crap and this whole mindset of, oh, we're being so inclusive with our new line of trans flag sneakers. You know, we gotta make sure that trans people everywhere, well, they can be involved too, you know, but unfortunately, well, we understand that women's size shoes only come up to a certain size, so we can't say that they're not men's shoes. We're so sorry, guys. We wanted to be inclusive, but we kind of fucked up. More and more of them keep appearing in my town. What? Trans people keep showing up. Men are replacing women now. White guys have a purpose again. Well, to be honest, the one thing that the trans movement has shown is that men are superior to women. And I feel bad for feminists who, well, don't want to admit that statement and don't want to, realize that's the case. Because when you have men to women transitioning people whooping women's asses in women's sports and all these other events, well, it just goes to show men are superior. Sorry, ladies. It's just what it is. You have an influx of trans people, and all of a sudden a bunch of burqa women have appeared. I see them in Kroger. Well, speaking of burqas, I didn't pull this article up, but Sri Lanka, after the Easter massacres at the Christian churches and the hotels, well, they're now banning face covering headgear, which means the Muslim populace there cannot wear their burqas or face covering scarves anymore. Womp womp. That's what you get when you blow up a bunch of places. Oh well, they tried to be inclusive. They tried not to let religion be the issue, and you guys have just done it to yourselves. Fucking terrorists. Yeah, when they destroyed all them Easter worshipers, you know. Yes, I gotta say it politically correctly on YouTube because, you know, it's YouTube. But Easter worshipers, they're gonna go Durka. But yeah, so well, as you can see, lots and lots of stupid shit's gonna happen. And I mean, if you don't want to be lumped in with the bad eggs in your religion, which is a huge, huge number, maybe say something to those bad eggs who are sitting back and blowing up freaking Christians. Yeah. Let's see. There are quite a few things. I'm just fucking trying to figure out what I want to go to next. We do have, well, yeah, let's move on to away from something super stupid to, well, a police officer punking the shit out of some sounds like some, I don't know, SJW types, you know, the whole progressive types. Well, they're going to get punked by a cop. Some of you may have seen this. This came across my bag this weekend, so we'll jump into this. But listen to this cop just destroy their stupidity.
I'm not going to disclose that information.
Let me give you.
I'm not going to disclose that information.
Let me give you some advice. When we're on a traffic stop, you are not legally allowed to walk up and interfere with our traffic stop. You can stand back and record as much as you want to, but if you interfere with a traffic stop again, I'm going to arrest you for interfering. Okay. Do you understand that? Don't ever interfere when one of my guys is on a traffic stop.
That's also how you get into situations where cops may pull a gun, may arrest you, may do something like hold you accountable for your own stupidity. Why would you approach a traffic stop? What does it have to do with you? Why does it matter? Why does it fucking matter? Of course, she doesn't have any answers, but she's going to ask questions because, you know, she's a sovereign citizen, guys. Not really, but, you know, she might as well start talking like one.
Okay, my name is Sergeant Dave Ernst. I'm with the State Police Gang Task Force. All right? This is your last warning. If you ever walk up on one of my officers during a traffic stop, I will place you under arrest.
All right.
He's with the Gang Task Force. So, I don't know. From my experience growing up in an area with heavy gang activity, the Gang Task Force only comes out when someone's suspected or has been identified as a gang member. Or they stop the person because they're trying to find someone who just committed a shooting or some odd situation, right? I'm amazed that this cop isn't overweight. Well, that's probably because he keeps himself in shape. Not all cops are fat asses. What's up, Kevin? A lot of cops, though, nowadays are fat. Couldn't chase a fucking suspect on foot if they tried. This guy, however, gang task force. Oh, yeah. Oh, how racist. I think LA, Sicko told me a while back that, I think it was Sicko. Someone told me LA is getting rid of their gang task force because it discriminates against minorities. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Gangs are generally minorities. Yeah, there's some white gangs out there. The fucking Peckerwoods and shit like that. But yeah, it's something you might. What are you gonna do? You're gonna have the task force for groups of people who congregate together and kill other people in other groups of people. It's like, what the fuck are they gonna be? It's a gang. Sorry.
You good?
Yes.
All right. You're free to go.
Okay.
Did you want to talk to us?
Am I being detained?
No. Holy shit. What the fuck? Oh my God. Oh, the level of stupidity. Just stand there and film. Oh my God. Am I being detained, guys? 1 in chat if she's being detained. 2, is she not being detained? Because I can't tell. You know, when cops tell me I'm free to go. Yeah. Dagestani, that's not fake laughter if you knew me, and you can ask Sicko. I get those hard, dry laughs when it's actually funny to me. Oh, she's not free to go? She's detained. Okay, guys. Apparently, she has been detained. And Stunning and Brave. Jesus Christ, man. I don't get it. I don't get the stupidity of people like this. I understand you're trying to come out with viral video and you want to seem super woke and everything. She was trained to interpret laws by fucking the school of Warski. Jesus.
What?
You were never detained.
Okay.
Ever.
Is that person being detained?
He was
None of your
detained on
business.
traffic stop.
It's none of your business.
I mean, that's true. It's none of your business, dum-dum. Like, do you want to be detained? Because I feel like if you ask that question, you're wanting to be detained. You're wanting a situation where you can make the cops look bad, where you can seem like the good guy and the hero for the minority who's obviously some sort of affiliation with the gang, because that dude wouldn't be out there. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to push the logic.
I think it is my business.
How is it your business?
Because I'm a human being and
You have no interest in that traffic stop whatsoever. It's none of your business.
there is a lot of
It's
racial
none of your
profiling in this
business.
town.
Shut up with that crap.
Ooh. Hold on. First of all, she thinks it's her business because she's a human. Well, okay, lady. And apparently there's a lot of racial profiling in town. She just told the cop that's why it's her business. What the fuck? You know what I say? I say we give the gangs their own town. Just we'll do like a Australia thing. Find an island and scoop up all the gangs and drop them on the island. And the surviving gang who you know, whatever, whoever survives gets to leave. They get to come back to society. And then they don't have to be a gang anymore because they've gotten rid of all their rivals. That's what I said when I walked into the last YouTube board meeting. You said what? It's because I'm a human. I can be here because I'm a human.
Okay.
There's a lot of idiots.
Officer.
Yep.
Go, just go. You're good. You're good. Go ahead.
No,
He was about to say there's a lot of idiots in this town, too.
I can stand and talk anytime I want to.
Ready to protect yourself.
Excuse me?
We have a live video going right now.
I'm talking about racial profiling. Go ahead. Go
Who's
ahead.
being racially profiled?
That individual. For
For being in a gang?
For what?
exactly just being brown.
For being brown.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Makes them sound more racist than he does. Well, he doesn't sound racist at all, but, you know, of course, because he's a police officer, he's racist.
Wow, you are about as ignorant as I've ever met.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my goodness.
You're the one who's making these things happen,
Oh
sir.
my God.
Yes.
You guys, go do something else. Go have fun. Go do something. It's Friday night, man. Don't be such an idiot. Put that on the website for a month.
Oh, and they're you can tell it's something gang affiliated. They got stopped by the normal car. He popped as someone of interest, and that's why the gang task force was out there. I mean, Africa's almost an island. All it needs is a little cutaway and it would be an island. Think about it. I bet you he does hate transgendered people. I bet you he is highly offended by Converse and their shoes. You know that's the case, guys. Come on. Fucking, what is this chat room, okay? Aren't you guys all, like, super progressives? Why are you guys being Nazis in my chat room? Huh? Jesus. No, I don't think they said brown. So if they would have said black, then it would have been a 13%er. But I think it more or less was a I don't know. What's your percentage, sicko? What are those brown people's percentage? Crime wise. If I'm going to say 20. It's going to be a 30%er does 25%. Sicko's not Mexican. He's just brown. He's from the south of the border. Sicko is an illegal immigrant. He climbed the fence. I call him Wetback. You know, it's his nickname. Come on. I mean, not only is he full of beans and rice, but he's full of jizz because he's gay. But no, so maybe don't stop to confront a cop who is in the middle of pulling over someone who's a gang member or affiliated with the gang. It would be funny if they ran into that guy later on down the road and you find out they both were shot. Not because them dying is funny, but for the simple fact that they're the kind of people who would be like, well, there's nothing wrong with the Middle East. They love white people, and then backpack through it and found dead later. This is that couple. That's the kind of couple they are. They would literally backpack because they got to prove, how woke they are. I got to show you everyone how woke they are. So, the second part of today's title, Kim Foxx has been subpoenaed in the Jussie Smollett case. I don't know if it's in relation to the brothers. I have not watched it, so let's watch it together. Apparently, this happened, I don't know, right before the show.
Stunning new developments in the aftermath of the Jussie Smollett case. The Chicago Sun-Times reporting Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx has been subpoenaed to appear in court. A retired judge is reportedly pushing for a special prosecutor to investigate her handling of the case. Mike Tobin is live from Chicago. Mike, so why is Kim Foxx being subpoenaed?
Well, Sandra, the petition asking for a special prosecutor says Foxx's handling of the Jussie Smollett case was plagued with irregularity.
Which means she's going to get into shit because they're going to dive if they actually put in the effort and time to look through what she was doing, whether she really recused herself, etc. Mr. Smollett might have to face additional charges in a situation because they can, I think, don't quote me, I'm not 100% sure, but I think they can actually overturn her decision if it's found to be in conflict or done with, not the state's best interest at heart.
You will remember that Kim Foxx publicly said that she was going to recuse herself from the Jussie Smollett case right around the time he transitioned from being treated as the victim of a hate crime to being charged by police as the suspect in a hoax. The reason she was stepping aside was that she had extensive contact with family and supporters of Smollett when he was still thought to be a victim. Foxx did not recuse the Cook County Prosecutor's Office. Text later revealed that she kept on top of the case and even made recommendations about dropping the charges. As reported by...
I have no clue, but a lot of people look like Keith Olbermann. You're 100% correct on that front. She's a powerful inspiration to us all. Yes, she is. She's stunning and brave.
The Chicago Sun-Times, a petition written by retired appellate judge Sheila O'Brien, says Foxx's conflict in this matter is beyond dispute. And in March, you remember, the charges against Smollett were abruptly dropped. Foxx's deputy, Joseph Magotz, has also been subpoenaed to appear before the special prosecutor investigating this matter.
Bernie Sanders.
Well, that's not looking too hot for her. If things actually go the way they should, they'll find out exactly her involvement. What's up, Danny? Exactly how much she fucked with the case and the fact that, she didn't follow state or bar or any kind of normalization of the case. If you guys are just joining, throw a like on the video, or the stream rather, and share it out there. And thank you for that one down like. I appreciate that. Either way, it's interaction, so I appreciate it nonetheless. So share the stream out, and also, I don't know, like the video. Now, it seems like this shit is never ending. I mean, how long has it been since this has happened with Jussie Smollett shit? February? January? I don't even fucking remember. But it's been a long time, and it's just constantly going. They should have just done it the right way and went to the fact that, I don't know, followed law. Just tried the case and see where it landed instead of fucking pandering to the dude, because now she's potentially going to lose her job, as well as, more time spent on this stupid fucking manner. Bernie Sanders. Well, Bernie Sanders, he's being Bernie. Everyone knows that Bernie wants to let criminals vote. Bernie wants to let people in prisons vote, was the statement. And, now he's comparing it to something. He's comparing it to something that no one else would ever compare it to unless they were batshit crazy and just trying to piss people off.
Sanders going all in on his controversial plan to let felons, including terrorists like the Boston bomber, vote from prison. Bernie now taking it even further with these comparisons.
Yes. Bernie's going to compare the rights of sitting in prison felons' ability to vote to that of, I'll let fucking goddamn crypt keeper speak for himself.
I said that because the right to vote is essential. If you are a citizen, you have the right to vote.
Cool. If you're a citizen, you also have the right to own a gun. Should we give them guns in prison? Should we give them back their guns? How about that? I mean, everything is about what we can do as citizens, correct? Citizens have the right to own a gun. So, give them back their guns. Right? Because here's what we could do. We could, instead of having inmates, we'll just build them we'll build prisons like the Thunderdome. And there'll be no exits. You don't have to worry about anything. And what it is it's a fight to the death. It's a fight to the death. Like a death race, you win X amount of races and you get to leave. Or, you survive the brawl and the shootouts, and then you get to leave. And we need some Starship Troopers, military junta fascism up in here. Service guarantee citizenship. Me and Sitko have talked about that, and I think that from 18 to 20, if you want free college, if you want college to be paid for, you should serve. You should serve. That's the motivator. They should have a 2-year process. At least then these people who are, I don't know, ignorant, never had any kind of control or discipline in their lives from parents who don't give a fuck about them and just hand them trophies for everything, then you get your free college. If you need a gun, you're a beta. That's such a sound argument. You can't even argue against it at all. How about the guy who's a beta, right, has a gun on you? Does, in that case of you needing a gun, make you a beta? Kleptonic, I like you, man, but I think you're just a little far off on that front. Destroy all guns. Yes, let's destroy all the guns. I don't need a gun. My beta gun beats your martial arts. Yeah, because... okay, so if they're a beta, they'll miss anyway. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. With the freaking crazy sound arguments right now. If a person has a gun pointed at you, they're going to miss because they're a beta. What? Yeah. Yeah. Please come and destroy my guns. Let's see what happens when you try to take my guns. It's not going to happen. Best argument ever. I don't know. I do kind of like that. This sounds like the kind of argument. Worth it? What is it worth?
And that is a right we must protect because we know the history of this country. We know that women didn't have the right to vote.
Hold on. Oh, Grandpa Crypt Keeper just went. Women didn't have the right to vote in comparison to prisoners not having the right to vote.
We know that African Americans didn't have the right to vote.
Oh, Bernie. Oh, Bernie. Oh, Bernie. Well. That makes sense. Because we all know that the rights for criminals to vote who have, basically pissed on the laws. Okay, so here is my thought on this topic. after they've come out of prison, and if they've been stayed crime-free for 3 years, yeah, maybe they should get their rights back to vote. Maybe not. Obviously, the hardest core people aren't going to be sitting in prison for life. They're not going to be on death row. But if it's, like let's say someone convicted of a felony for marijuana or a felony for nonviolent offenders. Yeah, they after time served and showing that they are integrated back into society, fine. Give them back their right to vote. Cool. These other motherfuckers, they gave up their right, all their rights, when they decided to break the law. Now they still have the rights to a trial, etc. But you have the right to not be imprisoned or held against your will. But if you break a law, you can be imprisoned or held against your will. Maybe Bernie needs to tone down on the fucking Adderall and take a look at what's really going on and what really matters. Fucking God, dude. The guy, the things he's arguing for and the things that he's pushing the left to, he's going to go nowhere, which is fine by me. Fuck up. Talk shit, act like an idiot, and you know what? That just means you're giving the election to Trump. No one's going to vote Grandpa Joe in. No one's going to vote in the fucking Crypt Keeper. I know times got hard after Tales from the Crypt went off the air, Bernie, but you got to move on from this whole trying to be a socialist shit. Come on, man.
Sanders is also slamming a Florida bill requiring felons to pay court fees before becoming eligible to vote as, quote, racist and unconstitutional. Okay, what we just did.
Hold on. I was going to step away in that segment and grab coffee. Requiring them to do their due diligence and pay their court fees after they're out of prison before they can vote is racist? No, it's part of their requirements of you did the crime, you pay the time. You get that, right? Fucking grandpa? Oh, it's racist. What about the white people? The white people who commit crimes and end up in the jail and then don't pay their fines after the fact? Well, they're not going to get to vote either, you fucking old fucking goof. Like, seriously. All right. I'm going to grab more coffee. I'm going to go back into that.
What the frustrating thing was yesterday. Those are two different things. What Bernie Sanders is talking about is people in prison being allowed to vote. The thing in Florida is not good. It is a bill that is passed by the House version. The state Senate version is different. It is separate. It is for people who have gotten out of prison, who have paid their debt to society. They are out of prison, and they are trying to put additional constraints on them. That is a separate topic from what Bernie Sanders is talking about. Sorry.
So here's my point to you, which is Bernie Sanders is moving this conversation incrementally.
No.
And you don't want to hear it, but I think
that's not true.
it is true.
I'm not going to take a back seat on restoration of felon voting rights. I'm not.
No,
I
you're
have talked
saying
about
you're right.
from
You
the
agree
beginning.
with it. You agree with felon restoring
felon voting rights once they get out of prison. Of course,
correct.
yes. I do, but that is not what Bernie Sanders was talking about. That wasn't the initial thing the other day. And him moving the conversation incrementally is to try to save face for what happened the other day, because the entire Democratic Party now is like, whoa, wait, what did he say? I'm going to have to answer that, and I wonder what Joe Biden will say. I bet he'll have a better answer.
Well, I think he may have a different answer, but I think it's a conversation starter. Boy, everybody's talking about it, Dana. And I think
when Dana gets that mad,
there's a reason that everybody's talking about it, and you got to say, you know what, Bernie, you have done something here, because lots of people
Let's give Bernie a round of applause. Let the Boston bomber vote. Good job, Bernie. Way to start a conversation.
The mayor of Boston is even like, what is he talking about?
You know what? Bernie should start more conversations. Keep going, Bernie.
But I mean, you guys act as if America isn't having this conversation. America isn't.
America's not having that
conversation. They
are
having this conversation.
I guarantee you.
Think we're talking.
I guarantee you, there's no family sitting around the table going like, you know what? The Boston bomber really should vote in the next election. You know, I think he could run for president. I think Sarnoff would make a great presidential candidate. He could be a progressive candidate.
Oh, okay. I don't know this black guy's stance on anything. I don't know his stance on anything. But he sounds like a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, dude. Oh, he started the conversation. No, what he's done is brought the conversation. Okay. He started a conversation about how stupid he is. How dumb of a thought it is. Should murderers and rapists be allowed to influence elections and, I don't know, on topics like murder and rape? How about you stop trying to give people like Bernie the super majority, the 50%? Let's say 10% of them don't vote blue. Well, that's still 40% more voters from a certain demographic that happens to be 13% of the population that are, probably in prison.
A caricature, but the real point.
I don't have to. You're doing it.
No, right. I think that in fact there's an important point to be made about citizenship. And Bernie, like Earl Warren, the former Chief Justice, all say you don't base citizenship on who you like or this crime or that crime.
But now you're arguing the point. You weren't arguing the point before. You were trying to switch.
The same point if you open your ears.
Juan, let's argue the point though, Juan. Do you think the Boston bomber should be able to vote in 2020?
Do I think? I haven't considered except for this.
What do you mean? We've been doing this segment for 2 days.
I don't, because
answer the question, yes or no.
I think that your citizenship rights are not to be revoked because you don't like me. And if you say
you don't like me, what the fuck kind of argument is that? It has nothing to do with like or dislike. The motherfucker blew up a bunch of people. Really? You get that, right? You ignorant dumbass.
Say in
what
jail.
If you kill
so
me?
that's a yes.
No, here's the
Can
thing.
Sarnoff have a gun in prison too? Because that's a Second Amendment right.
No, it's not.
It's a Second Amendment.
Yes, it is. You fucking retard. What?
Right. Maybe you could have a gun. All inmates have guns.
Here, I just
Gutfeld 2020.
I just want to say, look, 22 states right now will restore a felon's voting rights after for a period after release.
Right.
And then you have, in fact, 14 states that say you lose your rights.
All right, Juan,
We're for that.
All right. We've been talking about this for 3 days
This
now.
bitch is kinda
And as you
dumb,
guys
too.
know, I spend a lot of time with inmates and I correspond with them regularly. So
I bet she does spend a lot of time with inmates. Conjugal visits, fucking hoe. I mean, you're good looking, but
I've gotten a lot of emails from them in the last 2 days.
I bet she does. I'm gonna destroy that pussy when I get out of this prison cell.
First of all, they watch this show. They are not all flaming liberals.
Do they like animals or grapes?
How do they like party jokes?
Yes, they love you guys.
Okay.
They shouldn't be watching the 5. That's another right. That should be deprived.
No, let them have cable. Let them have
I
cable.
want them to watch the 5.
No, we don't need the rating. We're like #1 in the country. We don't need inmates.
CNN gets airports. I want prisons.
They are people too.
There's more of
They're
them.
people too. Oh my God. But here's the point, that there's 3 sections of this conversation. There's the violent terrorists, whatever, voting from prison. There's the incarcerated non-violent offenders that really this
And they still shouldn't have the right to vote until they're out of prison.
conversation is about. And there's the post-incarceration.
Post-incarceration, after a certain amount of time, that's the only people who should be viable for voting.
Subject to the fines and everything, which is a ridiculous, secondary imprisonment. And my point in bringing that up is
That is not a secondary imprisonment. It's part of their ruling. You want to say you've been, I don't know, rehabilitated? Then you need to have a job. You need to pay your bills. If you can't pay your fines after the fact, well, then you can't vote. If you're not at least making payments towards it, you can't vote. Sorry. God damn it. I hit the wrong button. Sorry. Got to go back to dumbass.
Guys, not everyone in there is like the Grim Reaper.
We know. Can I respond to that? I think you're actually addressing the point that Bernie has screwed up so badly. The problem is there's a perception of the left that they are soft on crime. They're anti-law enforcement, let's face it. They were anti-cops, everything. So no one takes it seriously when when Bernie Sanders comes out and says that. It fulfills the stereotype. It's a terrible thing to run on. Whereas if a Republican came up and said, you know, it's time for prison reform, and I'm interested in those nonviolent offenders having the right to vote. Everybody goes, well, it's a Republican. Normally, they're strong on crime, so maybe I'll listen to him. You see, it's a perception issue.
I know they want you to tease. Can I just add one other thing?
Yeah, of course.
So Senators Heitkamp and Donnelly, who lost in the midterms, they are Democrats. They are starting a new entity to try to help Democrats talk to people in rural America. Well, guess what? Here's your first lesson. What did Mayor Pete say when he was asked on that same night in the CNN town hall? Do you think that felons get a right to vote, while they're incarcerated? He said no. No. Yeah. That's how you talk to people in America.
In Indiana.
And
yeah.
no. That would be
That's how you talk to anyone everywhere. Answer the fucking question and be done with it. That's all you got to do.
For that matter,
and
except in jail.
We have to address the fact that these guys they're counted in these legislative populations. That's the other thing. It's just not about the vote.
But
it's such a larger concept.
Who gives a fuck if they're counted in the representation? They can be counted, and then when they get out and serve their time, then they can be, brought back in. Sometimes illegals are counted. Are you going to argue for illegals to be able to vote too, you goofy ass thought?
Taken away from you because you're not allowed movement. Your freedom has been taken away. You cannot leave. Therefore, I don't see the difference between saying that you then also can't vote until you get out.
Exactly, because then I should be able to have my gun too, right? If I want to have my voting rights, I want to have my gun rights.
That's the twist the whole argument.
I didn't twist.
He twists the whole argument. That's a right, you fucking goofy ass motherfucker.
That's called
twist the whole argument.
Consistency.
You can't.
It's called consistent. Well, it is consistent. That's it. I'm voting for open borders candidates now. Yeah, right. I'm gonna vote for open borders candidates too, and watch our country just fucking fall apart. When they decide to open the borders, they never will. They never will.
You can't even recognize
consistency.
You can't have an honest conversation if you're going to twist
we're all liars.
Oh, give the prisoners guns.
We're not changing the subject. We're not changing the subject.
If you're saying that this is about giving prisoners guns, you understand. You're just twisting the argument.
Read Jonathan Swift.
It's a logical extension.
Read something other than fucking left talking points, buddy. YouTube edited me. Yeah, YouTube is. It depends on what you're saying. They're getting really. I'd open her border. She makes me frisky as hell. Well, good luck on that. But yeah, so we have Bernie Sanders back at it again, doing his stupid shit, trying to push criminals being allowed to vote and comparing it to women's voting rights from the suffrage movement, black voting rights. Oh yeah, because that makes sense, Bernie. Oh man, he is fucking dumb. Bernie is fucking stupid. Dun, 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 dun. Well, apparently, now, there is a specific way.
Navy is preparing new guidelines for pilots on how to report sightings of UFOs.
What?
Now, there will be a formal process to collect and analyze the unexplained sightings. RT's Trinity Chavez reports.
So apparently now, the Navy and pilots have very specific things they have to do when they report UFO sightings from, obviously members of the military.
A recent uptick of strange sightings of unauthorized aircraft over the military's airspace has prompted the Navy to draft formal procedures for pilots and other personnel to document these encounters, a move that many believe is long overdue.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA.
According to reports, these kind of intrusions have been happening on a regular basis since 2014, and recently there have been several reported cases on unidentified aircrafts entering military-designated airspace as often as multiple times a month. A spokesperson for the Deputy Chief of Naval Operations for Information Warfare said there have been a number of reports of unauthorized and/or unidentified aircraft entering various military-controlled ranges and designated airspace in recent years. For safety and security concerns, the Navy and the U.S. Air Force takes these reports very seriously and investigates each and every report.
So what I'd be curious to know is how many of these reports actually pan out, and whether or not the Space Force is going to take over these situations, you know?
Some pilots claim they have seen small spherical objects flying in formation, and others have said they've seen tic-tac-shaped vehicles. Many have hesitated to report it because of the adverse effect it could have on their careers. And when they did report it, there was little done to investigate their claim. Chris Mellon, a former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence and staffer on the Senate Intelligence Committee, told the Washington Post, "Imagine you see highly advanced vehicles. They appear on radar systems. They look bizarre. No one knows where they're from. This happens on a reoccurring basis, and no one does anything."
See, one of you guys said that it's China trolling us, which, who knows? It potentially is. I think it could be one of those situations where one of our... Of course, it dropped. Sorry, guys, if it drops frames. If it drops, just reload. OBS does that a lot of the time. But yeah, so it's interesting to see how they're going to go about these situations and, moving through them and dealing with them.
Pilots are upset, and they're trying to help wake up a slumbering system. While the process of reporting efficiently is in the drafting phases, the program would allow officials to investigate each report. Now, the Defense Department has acknowledged there used to be a secret program that looked into such sightings, but was shut down in 2012 because of lack of funding. Reporting in New York, Trinity Chavez, RT.
I'm Rick Sanchez.
So apparently, now they're going to have to actually have actual people look into said sightings, because the secret group and secret organization that used to deal with unidentified crafts being sighted and whatnot are now not being funded. I don't know. It's interesting to see that we're getting closer and closer to the point of, well, aliens. Remember Friday or Thursday when we talked about Coachella and how it's been a disease-ridden fucking shit show? Well, a pretty funny video came out, and well, let's take a quick look.
Seabass here from The Woody Show at Coachella, where you could come for the bands, but why not just come for the pictures? And why not have your parents pay for it, right?
So this is a show called The Woody Show. They went out to Coachella, and they were just asking people who paid for their tickets.
Olivia, why'd you come to Coachella?
Because I f***ing love it. I've been 2 times before.
And who are you here to see this weekend, Olivia?
Techno music.
Who are you to who are you to oh shit. Ooh, who are you to Jesus Christ, I'm having a seizure, guys. Who are you here to see this weekend? Techno music. That's my favorite band of all time, techno music.
Like in general?
All of it. Yuma tent, don't take me out of it. She was at the Yuma tent for 9 hours yesterday.
Bitch, I'm not talking to you. Get off my mic.
Now, Olivia, who paid for your Coachella ticket?
My daddy.
Why?
Now, the question is it her daddy as in her father? or her daddy as in her pay pig, sugar daddy.
Yes, I'm poor.
How'd you ask your dad for your Coachella ticket?
I didn't ask.
He just gave it to you?
Oh no, I just put his credit card information in because I memorized it.
Wow. Admitting to identity theft. What the fuck? Oh, hopefully her dad doesn't see this, or police, or anyone else. I just memorized his credit card information. Yeah.
It's a pretty immaculate,
Dude, did you guys see that new flooring on the ground there? Look at that style, dude. Looks like fucking tiles. Jesus Christ.
It's a pretty immaculate, necklace and arm thing, and then I have cuffs at the end of my arm.
No one's looking at your necklace, sweetheart. Sorry to tell you, they're staring at your tits.
I'm going on with pearls and diamonds. Basically, I look rich as f. I look rich as fuck, guys. So that's the vibe.
And it's like a lace top, right?
Yeah, it's crochet.
Or crochet, right?
Yeah, so my
Yeah, people love those, right?
Yeah, the shoes.
Oh my god, dude, why are so many of the people that go to festivals and other things just so damn stupid?
Are Gucci with the jewels, the track stars, so they're more expensive than the top. These are over $1,000. So.
Oh my god, are you seriously listing off the cost of your fucking clothes? You're making white people look bad. Excuse me, miss, you're making white people look bad.
Oh.
Who bought your Coachella ticket?
Not her. Who bought her shoes? Who bought her fucking top?
I didn't buy a coach. I
fucking crackhead in the back. She paid with it. She paid for it with sex, guys. What the fuck? Oh.
Suck for this ticket, honestly.
Well, I think that's a good joke.
Hold on, you can hear that again.
For this ticket, honestly.
Well, I think that's a good joke.
I didn't buy a coach. I suck for this ticket, honestly.
Well, I think that's a good joke. That sounds like a joke.
No, I really did. Inadvertently, I f***ed this person and they gave me the ticket, but I didn't f*** them for the ticket.
What the fuck is the crackhead going and doing in the background? Look at that crazy bitch, dude. Watch her.
But I didn't f*** them for the ticket. I didn't f*** them for the ticket. I just want to point that out. I f***ed them.
This guy just pops up out of nowhere. He just heard that she fucks for concert tickets, and he had to pay for his own. So he's like, hey, you want next year's tickets already? I got you.
I'm on the side, and then they give me tickets.
Why'd you come out to Coachella this weekend?
For the parties, to
No. What the? Hold on. What the fuck is that? Holy shit. Oh. Oh shit. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, guys. If you're just joining, or you've been watching but you didn't hear it talk, boy or girl, 1 for guy, 2 for girl. God damn. Holy shit.
I just had good outfits ready, so I was like, you know what, let's do it.
You've got what looks like a fanny pack across your chest.
I do. It's fanny packs are really in style right now, so I decided to wear this
Oh my god, please. It may have the best lineup in the world, maybe the best show of all time, but I will never, ever go to Coachella now. Never.
Red fanny pack my sister gave me as a gift.
Now, who bought your Coachella ticket?
My pimp, Ashley, pimp daddy. I mean, I've just been going out for so long, so it's like...
You're like sort of like the club guy?
Like a socialite situation, going to events and like...
You're not a socialite. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. If you have that kind of money, fix your fucking teeth. Fix your fucking teeth, bro.
That's my vibe.
So who's got the best...
Crest White Streeps, nigga. Jesus Christ.
Drugs in LA?
I don't do drugs, so I wouldn't know.
Well, no.
Yeah, right. Come on.
You can just tell me who has them. You don't have to have them.
Probably Lindsay Lohan, cocaine.
I don't do drugs. I'm too gay for drugs.
Allegedly.
No, she probably does. I've seen it.
That's right. This is the millennial. Look at, dude, your teeth come out at a fucking angle like this, bro. I'm a socialite. Go get your teeth fixed.
The boots were actually sent to me by this company called Strange Cult.
Sent to you?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Just because I'm like...
It means I'm an Instagram influencer. I'm an Instagram influencer, guys. I post half nudes and then I burn all my dad's credit cards into the ground, and I'm an Instagram influencer.
An Instagram influencer, so...
Ha! I haven't even watched this and I knew what it was gonna be. Fucking yeah, right. Yeah, fucking right. You ain't shit.
They sent me like the free shoes.
How do you become an Instagram influencer?
By showing off your tits and your ass.
You just gotta like hoe yourself out a little bit and
told ya, gotta hoe yourself out a little bit.
travel and like live your best life and not care what people think.
Now, what do you influence people to do you think?
Get STDs.
Probably come to like events like this and waste their money and like have a good time in the meantime. Just live their best life.
If someone wanted to copy your outfit next year, what would it roughly run them?
A ridiculous amount. Like, I'm hoping that I can return these outfits.
I thought you were an Instagram influencer. I thought you had money. You're hoping you can return them after they smell like sweat and have, I don't know, stains on them? Instagram influencer?
But I don't know if I'll be able to.
Well, dollar-wise, what are we talking about?
This one was probably like 3,000 or 4,000.
3 or 4. All right. Oh my God, 3,000 or 4,000 for what looks like a bikini top, shorts, and some ratchety ass boots. Are we fucking kidding me?
Who paid for your Coachella ticket?
I actually did. I have a clothing company called Liz XX where we sell like unisex streetwear.
Hold on. Let's hear this again.
Clothing company called Liz XX where
Liz XX. Liz XX. Let's look at this thriving company. Never heard of you. You're nowhere to be found. Let's give you another Z. Let's give you another Z. Oh, here we go. What? It's not even you. I guarantee you. Let's see. Let's see the Instagram. Let's see the Instagram from Hood Rat McGee. Why do all their pictures look like they're fucking? Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Fucking not streetwear. Gee, oh my God, it's a clown. Holy shit, guys, it's a clown. Where the fuck was that? God damn it. I just lost it. Are we fucking kidding me right now? Let's go back. Know where it's at. It's in my watch later, though. Are we fucking kidding me right now? Oh, it's right there. Bomp. God. These
We sell like unisex streetwear. It's all organic and made in LA.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. So we just opened up a pop-up store in New York, in Soho. So we're making good sales. You know, we bought the Friends Coachella tickets. We're like, let's do it. Weekend 1, you know. My Instagram is at Ashley Liz Cooper.
All right, who wants to look at the hood rat influencer? At Ashley Liz Cooper. Someone do that.
A lot of ladies out there are going to say, like, I want to have sex with some guy who'll give me tickets. How do you set that up?
Honestly, there's no way to set it up. It was just like a miracle that, like, I went to.
How do you. What? 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 Who founded that business? Probably not that fucking cum bucket. It was a miracle. I found a dude who wanted to put it in my ass, and he said, if I let him put it in my ass, I'll get you Coachella tickets, ho.
To have sex with him, and then he just happens to be able to get me tickets to everything. So it's really just like a coincidence.
These are the youth. That's our future right there, guys. Think that's the guy? You think that's the guy in the background? I don't know. I don't think so. I honestly do not think so. Not at all. Because he seemed like he was just orbiting in order to be the one to buy her tickets next time. Also, well, when you have over 1,000 cases reported of herpes outbreak right around the Coachella area and after the first week of Coachella, yeah, you might not want to be having sex with anyone there because, well, it's fucking disease fest. It was disease fest this year, and, you know, hoes like this were the ones spreading it around. I am going to grab a smoke, and then we'll talk about the there's new news on the Warski and Ralph Indiegogo. And I wanted to talk to you guys about that as the person who, well, is and was closely affiliated with Andy. And that way you guys can know what's going on with that. But we have an awesome Blues Dolls video that we're going to do before that.
Hello, am I speaking to the owner of the 2010 Honda Civic?
Yes.
How are you doing today?
Doing good, sir. How are you?
This is Mr. Shapiro.
Yeah, Shapiro. That's correct.
Shapiro.
Yes, that's correct, sir.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. Give me 1 second, sir. I'm just at work. I just got to do something real quick. But first, folks, I got to talk to you about movement watches, okay? They're the best watches that you could have on any job. That's right. Use code word Shapiro. Be right back, folks. I'm on the phone. Sorry about that, sir. I do a radio show, and I had to do a commercial break. How can I help you?
All right. Well, they gave you a call today because your warranty on your vehicle's expired. Any reason why your manufacturer, why you haven't extended the warranty?
I will tell you, but first, I got to tell you about Birch Gold. Birch Gold is the best gold that you could buy, and it's backed 100% by every Jew across the planet. And I haven't renewed it because I don't want to spend money.
I can't even understand what you're saying, sir.
I apologize, sir. Yes, I have not renewed it because I have all my investments in Birch Gold. And I'm waiting for that return on investment, but I've just got my money back, and I am ready to extend the warranty.
You had all your money invested in what?
Birch Gold, sir. It's gold. You can invest your money in gold. You can diversify. Use code word Shapiro.
Yeah, I know you can have money in gold. Gold's a lot more valuable than paper money.
That's correct. But I know that I have to pay for this transaction with cash. So I will transfer the gold to my bank, and then I will turn it to cash.
So you're going to put down a down payment today of $495?
I'm sorry, sir. That's $495. Do you accept Israeli shekels?
I didn't quite hear you, sir.
Do you accept Israeli money, or do I have to convert it to American money?
Israeli money?
Yes, that's correct. I live. I'm a dual citizenship. I live in Florida and also in Israel.
We need that in gold.
You need it in gold bars. So I need to send over gold bars over to you, over to your house. Okay, sir. What is the address and how do I send you the gold? But first, I want to talk to you about food insurance. I personally cannot eat this food, but the people that work with me, they can eat it. Make sure when you buy food insurance, you use code word Shapiro. Sorry, sir. I'm also at my job, and you called me while I was working. I apologize.
Yeah, I hear you, buddy. You're a good one. I've heard them all.
Are you saying I'm a good Jew? I don't understand that, sir. Sir, can I speak to a white manager, please? Is there a white person I could talk to?
A plus on that.
Is there a white person I can talk to? Sir, you are being anti-Semitic, sir. Sir, you are being anti-Semitic, sir. Sir, you have just called me a kike, and I do not appreciate it, sir. I will be reporting you to the Better Business Bureau.
What do you say? You want to talk to a white power?
No, not a white power, a white manager, or even a Jewish manager. Is there someone there named Goldstein or Berg? I would like to talk to them.
Yeah, there's Mr. Goldstein in the back.
Can I speak to Mr. Goldstein, please? Because he understands we come from the same tribe. Sir, right now what you're doing is called a false equivalency. Okay, so, and the idea that you would call me at work and then call me a kike is absolutely wrong. I don't know, sir. You called me. Why did you call me that, sir? That is a derogatory term.
What I'm saying is, you're racist, buddy.
Excuse me, sir. You called me and you made fun of me because I am Jewish. I do not understand why I am racist. I would like to speak to a Jewish manager, please.
Y'all Jews, y'all like to eat a lot of food.
Yes, us Jews love food. Food is delicious, but we cannot eat meat and cheese on the same plate.com. But first, I want to tell you about my sponsor, meat and cheese on the same plate.com. That's right, meat and cheese on the same plate.com. Folks, you Shabbos Goy, you can eat it, but we cannot.
I have a friend, he's a big fat Jew. All he likes to do is just eat in restaurants.
That's right, sir. And let me guess, sir, the idea. Sir, the idea. First off, sir, do you want to know why money is green? Money is green because Jews pick it before it is ripe.
Jews are tight with money. They don't want to spend no money.
No, that's correct, sir. They do not want to spend money, sir. And
holy shit. Holy shit.
Over here at the Daily Wire Studios, I need you to subscribe and get my hot or cold leftist tears mug right here. I am drinking leftist tears as we speak, sir. Can I sign you up right now? It is only $12.99 a month, sir.
What did you say, Mr. Shapiro?
My name is Benjamin Shapiro. That's correct. I work for the Daily Wire, and I just want to let you know this conversation has been recorded, and I have documented your anti-Semitic behavior.
Whatever, anti-behavior. Boy, I don't know what to tell you about y'all Jews, man. Let me know next time y'all gonna have a feast so I can come eat with you, though.
Sir, you're not invited to our party, sir. You are not invited.
Holy shit. Oh, Bliss Dolls. And the face. She did such a good job on the fucking face. Oh, Jesus. Blues Dolls is on point. Sicko is Laura Loomer. Yes, Sicko is Laura Loomer. But yeah, so let's dive into this. We're going to dive into this video. This is from Esau and Andy Warski had a conversation. I had a conversation about the Indiegogo. I want to make sure the volume's not too crazy.
Actually, I want to say, I'm not sure how many people you have watching right now or whatever. Mm-hmm. There is something I do want to talk about that it's been on my mind that I think is important for me to announce now. So basically, the Indiegogo with Warski and Ralph hasn't come to me yet. Someone had taken out.
It takes like 15 days for that to come. That's what I've heard.
Okay, so normally, yes, 15 days when you get all the documentation in before it finalizes, because it gives them the time to process it. Everything goes through Indiegogo's trust and safety now because of things like that GoFundMe scam couple who did the thing with the homeless man, other people who have scammed money off of crowdfunding sites as well. So Warski did not receive the money. I can attest that because I have the email. It's the email that I set up for the Miami trip, and so I was managing all that in the back end. Now, the money did not get sent out, and I received a call from Andy on Saturday saying he wanted me to handle the Indiegogo in relation to what the conversation here happened. So I'm going to let this play a little more, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
And it's been 3 weeks or a month, so I'm like, what the fuck? But because of the footage that we got, which is very minimal, because there was a lot of hullabaloo there, because the footage that's extra that other people filmed that I already lost money on it. That's fine. I am going to go into the Indiegogo and just click the fucking refund button.
So you got to
all
refund
that
the
money, which is $3,600, not $4,100.
Okay.
Someone took out money.
No one. Andy was misinformed on this. No one took out money. What it was is Indiegogo held back $300 for chargebacks and any kind of incidentals if someone wanted a refund, as well as $200 and some change for them their service fee. So they have a 5% service fee. That's what the difference was. So the $3,600 was the total payout that Warski and Ralph would get from the Indiegogo after fees from Indiegogo and Indiegogo holding on to $300 of it in case of chargebacks. Now, after X amount of time and the product being listed as completed, they would have sent that money out to Andy. So in reality, it would have been $4,900 or $4,800. I mean, pardon me, $3,800, and the money would have been sent out to them after they held it for. I don't know their hold policy for refunds, etc. But after that was done, they would have dispersed that.
I'm done with it.
Okay.
No one has if even if there was fucking footage, which I wanted there to be, I would be the one who had to fucking do everything. I was the one who has to hire the people. I was the one who and you know what? Because we weren't doing what should have been done. This is a learning experience for me. I've been already stewing on this for the last few days, and I don't want that fucking money.
Let me stop you there.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you're going to refund the money to the people who gave you guys money, all of them. Yeah.
All of it. I'm gonna hit the cancel. I'm gonna phone Indiegogo. I want everything that was donated.
Now look.
Now that has been done. Because, as I said, Andy reached out to me on Saturday, and since I was managing the Indiegogo back end and all that, and dealing with Indiegogo on that shit, it was a huge pain in the ass waiting for them to get back to me. I actually reached out a few times to see what was going on, because my $350 was supposed to come out of that for my February payment. Andy is still going to send that to me. When we talked on Saturday, it was supposed to be either Sunday or today. He was going to get it out to me. So hopefully sometime by the end of today, I'll be paid in full. And that all will be done. I know Chris has been paid. I think Chris deserves a little bit of money for March. That's my personal opinion, for the simple fact that Chris and myself both went out there as a job. Now, shit happened, and I and Andy had a falling out, and therefore we parted ways while in Miami. Now, I told Andy before, and people can attest to this, SoCal can, because he was in the call, that I did not expect any kind of pay for March because, well, he paid for the flight out there, and then the expectation was, we would pay for the stuff going through with what was funded, right? Well, Chris went out as a job. SoCal Chris went out as a job, has a family, and spent a week and a half away from his family because it was work in his eyes. So I think personally, this is my personal opinion, that Andy should pay Chris something for March. Chris tried his damnedest to get footage together. Same with me. And the footage is going to be released because I'm sending it over to Gino to put together an edit on it. And then Gino's going to pass it over to Andy. And Andy can do vocal commentary or anything like that if he'd like. Now, the Indiegogo. I'm going to pull it up so you guys can see it. But I have to make sure that I don't have anyone's information on the screen. So I'm going to continue playing this, and I'm going to flip over to my secondary set of windows so I can actually make sure nothing is wrongly displayed, because I'm not a fan of putting out people's personal information.
Now, look, give me a second, bro. I'm sorry. Now, I'm going to get you on this. Now, if that money don't get refunded, now, if you want to make YouTube your thing, you got to make sure that money gets refunded because it's on my channel. And all these people in here, if you know, they're going to let...
No. I swear on my mom's life. I swear on my mom's life. I swear on my father's life. I swear on everyone. Believe me, this is the one...
I'm going to take your word for it, and I'm gonna look like a jackass.
Oh, yeah, no, dude. I would never say what I'm saying right now.
Okay.
And then not do it because I know it would... It's like taking a shovel and burying myself even deeper than I already am.
Okay. Now, those guys that were supposed to get paid, did they get paid for doing their work?
I paid SoCal Chris, AGluck, not yet, but
you're going to.
I'm going to be fully honest with those guys. When I have the money coming in from YouTube to pay AG, I'm going to fucking finish that up because that was from the month before. SoCal.
And there you go. For anyone who has thought that it was payment for the work at hand, no, it was my pay for February's work of setting up and managing back-end stuff, doing all that stuff. I have not been paid. SoCal has been paid.
Was 100% paid. And I paid for his flights, food,
so if we ask
Uber,
SoCal,
all that bullshit.
So if we ask SoCal, he'll answer that, right?
Yes, 100%. Yeah, he better, or I'm gonna fucking show my PayPal fucking transactions. AGluck though, I'm gonna be those guys because I promised the money. But again, since there's no Indiegogo, I think I owe him fucking AG 350 left.
Correct.
Now I'm fine with that being on my I'm fine with that being my fucking loss because I tried something. Everything was a shit show, and it all fucking fell apart.
I do appreciate his ownership in that. I do want to pull this over for you guys, so you can see. I have to pop it out real quick. Hold on. I do want you guys to see this. So, what you have here, for anyone who didn't know what was going on, and I was waiting so if anyone had any questions so they would know what was going on. Thanks for checking in on your campaign's disbursement. This was April 12th. I apologize for our confusion. Our records show that your campaign still needs to be reviewed by Trust and Safety Team. Indiegogo has a thorough review process that each and every project undergoes before we send funds to the bank account linked to the campaign. Once a campaign is set up for disbursement or bank identity information is updated, campaign typically enters disbursement cycle the following week. This is when the campaign is reviewed by Trust and Safety Team. Projects are then dispersed in a batch once a week. Understand that your fund, you'd like your funds to be transferred, so we'll check on your campaign status and find out if they can prioritize the review for you. And then they go into it. All I had sent them to find out what was going on was a reach out, be like, hey, it's been, X amount of time since banking information was dropped in. It took him a long time to own it. Yes. It took him a long time to own it, but he's owning it now. And nonetheless, as long as the person owns their bullshit, I can be fine with that because I can respect that. If you can't own your own fuck-ups and mistakes, whether it takes you a month to get there or 2 months or 3 months, whatever the case may be, Just own your shit. So let's continue.
That's my fault. That's 100% my fault. Whether I could blame whoever was there and we didn't do this or doing that, but in the end, when you run something, this is what I'm learning now. When you run something and you don't go, hey, look, if you don't fucking do that, then you're not getting paid. I should have been like that type of boss. I would have to be that type of boss. I can't be the, yo, what up, cool, fuck.
I will disagree with that statement for the simple fact of it was for our payments were for February, which we did everything we needed to do for February. So the money wise isn't the issue. Now, when the one thing that I wish Andy could see and I wish Andy would recognize is when you tell someone they're in charge of managing the event and they are working with other people who are on the team to bring things, and then they're showing it. They have, like I had a list of things set up. I had conferred with SoCal and just conversations with Andy about things that he wanted to do there. And so we had worked out a kind of a schedule on what we wanted to accomplish for filming and whatnot. And that wasn't able to be followed, not blaming only Andy, but because of situations where Ralph was dealing with Ralph. There was times where Ralph was doing his live stream. There was times where Ralph was drinking and other things that went by the wayside, and things like getting started way too late in the day, etc. Now, you can be a strict boss as much as you want, but you have to be the example. If you're going to lead people, if you're going to be the one setting the standards, you have to be the example. So you have to be up bright and early. You have to be the one that is gung-ho and getting everyone ready to go. Now, if you're not able to do that because of situations like people wanting to sleep in or too much drinking, etc., then you're going to lose control of the situation and shit's going to fall apart. And that's on me and Andy in that regard, because as much as I tried to manage things when it came to schedule setting and, filming setting, I can only do what I can get the people around me to do. Now, as you all know, I'm not afraid to challenge people. I'm going to be direct. I'm going to be an asshole sometimes, and it's going to get me in trouble. It has gotten me in trouble in life, but if my little bit of guidance is followed, things will get accomplished. Because I have a good foresight, I have a good ability to manage people if they want and allow themselves to be managed. Now, is that saying that I'm the ultimate boss? No, not at all. That would never be the case, because it's not my shit. It's not my reputation on the line. But if you just release the reins just a little bit, things get a little easier on yourself and others around you. And Andy knows that. And that's pretty much the conversation we had on Saturday. And he apologized for his part and things. And I owned the shit where I shouldn't have yelled at him on camera. I did because, well, I couldn't get him to stop being on camera. And we both owned our fuck ups. That's fine. But the whole purpose of him reaching out on Saturday was for this. This stream was either on Thursday or Friday night. He reached out to have me go in and handle the Indiegogo.
Fucking trying to be everyone's best friend guy when it comes to other people's fucking money. If it was my money, I don't give a fuck. Right? You know what I mean?
I got a $1 donation from Captain Wing. I challenge you, Andy, to inflatable sumo wrestle. I'm throwing down the gauntlet.
Inflatable.
All right, yo, I accept that challenge. I accept that. You don't know, inflatable. Like you wear like the giant suit. Let's fucking do it. Yo, DM me or did you DM me that? I'll do that.
That was a donation. That was a donation.
You tell that person where we'll have a whole like show of it. It sounds fun, but I'm not doing I'm doing this. I talked to a bunch of I brought it up to Geek and a bunch of people, and every person I've told, I'm like, hey, I think I'm gonna just refund that money because I'm looking at what we have, and if I were a person donating, I'd be like, what the fuck is this?
And that was definitely the case. The benefit we did have while we were out there is we got to meet one of Ralph's fans. We got to meet Alex, who was a Ralph fan, became an Andy fan because, well, he spent more time with Andy, me, and Failure, and the guys because Ralph was doing his own thing. And, I mean, we couldn't nail things down and get people to, move in the same direction in a lot of situations when there were fights and other things. So I had been thinking about this for a long time, and I was tempted to basically tell Andy that it needs to be done. I haven't talked to Andy since this Saturday was one of the first times I had talked to Andy. I'd reached out to Alex after I clipped the incident that night where, shit happened and a weapon was brandished, etc. And this was me reaching out to say, hey, dude, you need to use this part because, it shows, some things and that will occur later and that you can point to the fact that they already knew you had a weapon, etc. It was just, a good faith reach out and just like, hey, dude, here's something you might want to share with your defense attorney. Andy reached out on Saturday and was like going over stuff, tell me what he wanted to do with the Indiegogo. And before he did any of that shit, he went through and, owned his part of the situation. And, the Indiegogo has now been refunded. I'll show you guys that after.
And I don't want to be the fucking mighty number 9 of shows. I know I use video game references a lot when I'm talking about this shit, but you think it's a good idea what I'm doing, right? The refunding, because
I think it's not, hold on. It's not about if it's a good idea or not. It's something that needs to be done. Look. Once again, dude.
Exactly.
As of right now, I want you to realize something, and I want you to realize something. As of now, in this stream, I'm the only person that is giving you an opportunity to speak without giving you shit. Now, should I be giving you shit? Absolutely. But I'm sitting here and I'm letting you say what needs to be said. You need to refund people. You need to pay those guys. And you need to, whenever that court thing or whatever.
SoCal, I have to pay AG. SoCal, he's paid.
And SoCal is paid for February. I think if you toss them some money for the situation with Miami, that'd be a good look and it'd be a good thing to do. Well, also for the simple fact that his flight back, I think SoCal had to book another flight because his goddamn Uber driver got into a car accident on the way to the airport, and therefore Chris missed his plane. So I think even if you just maybe toss him that side of the plane ticket, that would be a good look. And also the simple fact that Chris came out for work with the understanding that he was going to get paid something for March, the work that month, and didn't. And so maybe toss him some money in that regard. I don't know. I think that would be a very good idea. Again, severed ties. Do not expect shit. Do not expect to be paid anything because, like I stated when we first flew out in March, that the flight and that stuff was pay enough, and now it's technically Andy has paid it on that in regards to the month of March. Now February he still owes me $350 for. He's going to make good on it, hopefully very soon. I hope very soon. But now the money that was paid for the trip actually did come out of Andy's wallet because there is no Indiegogo money at all.
Okay, hold on. SoCal said you owe him $250.
I sent him $250.
Okay, well,
I'll go through the PayPal transactions, SoCal.
Okay.
But anyway, I'll go through the fucking transactions and I'll post them if I have to. That's totally fine. But the $500, he was paid. Plus, I paid a fucking shit ton.
And AG owed $350. Yeah.
Yeah. And look.
And then SoCal says he can't remember. So that's between you and SoCal. But if you owe him, you should pay him.
I 100% paid $250 before you started SoCal.
Yeah.
Or the first week you were there, and then I paid $250 last week or 2 weeks ago. So the 500 in total was split in half. Plus I paid the flights. Plus I paid that fucking 160 fucking Uber. Plus I paid your dinners and stuff. I paid you in 2 separate installments. I'll go through the fucking PayPal. I'll send it to Esau if he needs to see it.
Now, I will say this. I did not, because of shit going on, because of me and Andy blowing up, and because of us getting into scuffles at the end of the week, I didn't go out to lunch with them. I didn't go out to dinner with them very often. I let them do their things. I filmed when I needed to, and that footage will all be released. I paid for my shit on my own, because a lot of the time when confrontation happened, I avoided the situation because I didn't want to ruin footage or ruin the trip for that situation. And so obviously Thursday, Friday, I didn't go out to dinner with them. Also, there were a few times where they went to grab food like at McDonald's and stuff, and like I've cut back and was cut back on carbs and other shit at that time and didn't want to eat that shit. So I ended up, doing stuff when we were all going to do things and film and whatnot. But then when it was just like, oh, let's go grab food, it was like, I'm good, and I chilled out. So
AG 350, 100%. I'm not going to be a fucking dick about it. Anyway. Okay. Yeah. So, someone saying, who messaged me saying they're lied because they know SoCal was paid. Don't take the bait. I won't take the bait. Thank you, buddy, who texted me. No, I know I paid him. Okay. Like SoCal, I will reveal everything that I paid SoCal. Okay. So that's the end of that. And it saddens me. AG's been very supportive. SoCal sort of fucking flipped on me, but AG's been really cool. I like AG a lot, and me and him have buried the hatchet on our fucking little squabble, which this is what I want to do, Esau. I don't want to be fuck you and fuck you and fuck you and fuck. It's fucking, it's annoying. Do you know how annoying it is? It's just this constant like, ooh, and that's why I want to give everyone back the money that they rightfully deserve. And anything that I do, any projects that I do from now on, it's going to be out of my own pocket.
Okay. So, a lot of people will wonder whether it was processed. Here you go, guys. Let me switch to articles. So, wrong one. So you can see a bigger view. Now, not too long ago, it said 4,100. It says 0 by 0 backers. It's because I personally went through. Indiegogo is a pain in the ass, by the way. Indiegogo is a huge pain in the fucking ass because you can't just mass refund. You have to go through every single backer and refund it. You have to go through every single backer and refund it. So you can see this is freaking the actual website. It's been refunded. It was processed yesterday. It'll take 3 to 5 business days for American cards. So anything U.S. cards. SoCal Chris did that. It was I believe he used Photoshop on that picture of them in Knoxville. This picture, it's that picture down there. SoCal Chris put that together. I do want to pull up something, so I'm going to pop my cam over. I do want to look at let me see. Hold on one second. I want to pull up I want to see if there's a way to pull up the backers. There was. trying to see. I'm trying to see if there is anything that shows the breakdown. I do want to show you guys that. I mean, I could show you that just a zero fund. Here, I'll pop this over. So fill out bank information, verify identity, which is for, Andy. Reach a minimum balance of 100. Obviously, that's not completed yet because they've all been refunded. Let me go back over here. I want to make sure there was oh, here we go. All right, I'm going to have to edit my screen because I don't want to. Shit, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Actually, let's go on to a different page and then we'll edit it there. Because I got to edit the the stuff I'm showing because it has information on it. I think if I just show that, should be fine. Okay, so you guys can all see. And anyone like COG or anyone else who needs this can adjust, can take a look at it. So I'm going to hit refresh so it actually bounces and you can see that it's the Indiegogo. I just don't want to leak anyone's information. So these are all the contributions from the event. That's the bottom. That's page 2 and then page 3. There's only one person on that page. So it's all been refunded. There is no money coming into the account. There will be no money there at all. Sorry, I'm going to edit my layout as we go because I fucked up my video play section. But yeah, so that's all done. And what's it called? So if you want to use that, if you want to, or you had any questions, there you go. It was processed out Saturday. Anyone who did contribute to the Indiegogo can expect to see that within 3 to 5 business days. Just that's basic banking refund rules. And that will be sent out to their banks. Just want to make sure I got this set up. These were special needs shoes, to say the least. There we go. Because I had to destroy my OBS layout in order to show you guys that. But yeah, so that is what's going on. That is all done. The refunds have been processed out. Yeah, so I mean, the footage, I did talk to Andy about that. He's going to, and I'm going to be dropping it to Gino. Obviously, I'm still going to hold until, once the 350 hits within, hopefully today. Then it will be, there were a lot of people who donated big funds. There's a lot of people who, were wanting to show support and help with that project. It's a bummer the project ended the way it did. It would have been cool to have it be finalized and be an awesome thing. It is what it is, but at least the one thing is at least what was and should have been done by the people are done. So what did Andy have to do with Indiegogo? What do you mean? Red Feather? I suggest that he decide to keep his old analog TV, so I got him a digital converter box. What? Why? Why would you? Oh. Your neighbor, helping your neighbor freaking set up his boomer TV. What do you mean? What did Andy have to do with it? Well, the project was their project. I didn't understand what the GM. Oh, it was for the little mini series that they were going to do with Warski and Ralph. We got a lot of good footage in DC, not so much in Miami because people were there were situations that occurred. A lot of people. I mean, Red Feather. I think you watch COG. You heard a lot of the shit that went over there. The Indiegogo was put up for people who wanted to back it. It was basically they were doing a web series with it, gonna have it full edited and everything like that. And that was that was what the Indiegogo was there for, was for the what's it called? The flights, the editing, all that stuff. Yeah, that was in February, February is when that was put out. It was right after the Tonka fight situation is when they ran it. But yeah, so for any of those of you who have been curious, have been wanting to find out what was going on that side, that's what's been going on. It's all done and over with in regards to the Indiegogo. Everyone's refunds have been processed. And yeah, so there's that. I think it's nice that shit's done and I don't have to stress, because I was starting to feel like an asshole. I'll be quite honest. I was starting to feel like an asshole because I was holding the footage till I got paid, which, I mean, legally I can do. And I was waiting for my pay that I was due before the trip. And so I felt like an asshole because of the fans situation, because some people didn't understand why I was doing that. But then again, it's one of those things that well, now the footage will come out. The one thing I would do, and the smart person in me should have done in the last one, was write out a contract. I will, if he came to me with the project that he wanted me on board with, in essence of running back end, managing the thing, I would definitely write out a contract of what that extents and how much control I can have, in essence, because I think without being able to control certain aspects and without being able to, set expectations, it would have been a lot easier to make sure things got done. Then again, it's Andy's name and brand, but if the person who you give some of the power to in the background and some of the responsibility, well, a lot of the responsibility to, has your faith, then they're doing everything in your best interest, right? So it would be that situation when it comes to working with Andy again. I would just make sure it was contracted and done correctly. That way, if I ever run into a situation where, something isn't right or whatever, then I have that for all legal purposes and, supporting what Andy and me have agreed to, But anyways, guys, 5 minutes out. Kind of an easy show today. Don't forget to throw a like on the video on your way out. Don't forget to go subscribe to Blues Dolls and Count Cookie. I think he's almost at 1,000. Also, make sure you go watch Revenge of the Sis. They are about to go live. And check out my links below. Down below we have the Target affiliate link, which, if you need anything at Target and you're going to buy it offline, buy it through that link. Help support this channel. Help support, my finances, and you get the stuff you need for it. Also, if you use a cell phone, If your name's Sicko and your cell phone battery keeps dying, well, there's this brand out there called Mophie. Mophie puts out one of the best cases that have a built-in battery in it, so you can essentially double your battery life, and it is active on your phone right there. Just turn it on the back. There you go. You have a backup battery as your case. tinyurl.com/AGluckMophie. I'll get you a little bit of a discount, and it'll get me some money. Yes, F me, because I know your battery life sucks balls. That's what I'm going to get you as a gift. I don't know, for what's one of your religions? I don't know, some sort of weird religion. We'll get you that for, one of your Jewish religions, Sicko. One of those 25 holidays. We'll get you that as a gift, okay? Since you can't, seem to figure out how not to burn your battery so fast. Anyways, guys, thank you again. Islam, yeah. Thank you again for watching. Go over to ROTC. Hang out over there. They're going to be talking about God only knows what, but I will see you guys for episode 28 tomorrow. If you want to check out Patrice Ripley's, she's doing a fundraising stream tonight. Definitely go check that out at 11:30. I don't know if that's Pacific or Eastern or whatever, but keep an eye on that. Go check out her channel. Later.